Welcome to the Don Bosco in a Year podcast, brought to you by Mumbai Salesians.
Day 4. Don Bosco narrates his dream at 9. It was at this age that I had a dream. All my life, this remained deeply impressed on my mind. In this dream, I seemed to be near my home in a fairly yard. A crowd of children were playing there. Some were laughing, some were playing games, and quite a few were swearing. When I heard these evil words, I jumped immediately amongst them, and I tried to stop them by using my words and my fists. At that moment, a dignified man appeared, a nobly dressed adult. He wore a white cloak, and his face shone so that I could not look directly at him. He called me by my name. He told me to take charge of these children and added these words: "You will have to win these friends of yours, not by blows, but by gentleness and love. Start right away to teach them the ugliness of sin and the value of virtue." Confused and frightened, I replied that I was a poor and ignorant child. I was unable to talk to these youngsters about religion. At that moment, the kids stopped their laughing, shouting, and swearing. They gathered around the man who was speaking. Hardly knowing what I was saying, I asked, "Who are you, ordering me to do the impossible?" "Precisely because it seems impossible to you, you must make it possible through obedience and the acquisition of knowledge." "Where, by what means can I acquire knowledge?" "I will give you a teacher. Under her guidance, you can become wise. Without her, all wisdom is foolishness." "But who are you that speaks so?" "I am the son of the woman whom your mother has taught you to breathe 3 times a day. My mother tells me not to mix with people I do not know unless I have her permission. So tell me your name." "Ask my mother what my name is." At that moment, I saw a lady of stately appearance standing beside him. She was wearing a mantle that sparkled all over, as though covered with bright stars. Seeing from my questions and answers that I was more confused than ever, she beckoned me to approach her. She took me kindly by my hand and said, "Look." Glancing around, I realized the youngsters had all apparently run away. A large number of goats, dogs, cats, bears, and other animals had taken their place. "This is your field of your work. Make yourself humble, strong, and energetic. And what you will see happening to these animals in a moment is what you must do for my children." I looked around again, and where, before I had seen animals, I now saw gentle lambs. They were all jumping and bleating as if to become that man and lady. At that point, still dreaming, I began crying. I begged that lady to speak so that I could understand her. But because I did not know what all this could mean, she then placed her hand on my head and said, "In good time, you will understand everything." With that, a noise woke me up and everything disappeared. I was totally bewildered. My hands seemed to be sore from the blows I had given, and my face hurt from those I had received. The memory of the man and the lady, and the things that were said and heard, so occupied my mind that I could not get any more sleep that night. Later, he writes about the same dream. I kept quiet about these things, and my relatives paid little attention to them. But when I went to Rome in 1858 to speak to the Pope about the Salesian congregation, he asked me to tell me everything that gave even a suggestion of supernatural about it. It was only then, for the first time, that I'd said anything about this dream, which I had when I was 9 or 10 years old. The Pope ordered me to write about the dream in all its details and leave it as an encouragement to the sons of that congregation, whose formation was a reason for that visit to Rome.
Thank you for joining us today on this journey to know Don Bosco. May these reflections deepen our faith, guide us closer to God each day, and hope to see you all tomorrow. Till then, keep seeking, keep praying, keep growing.